How we gonna eat this?
You're supposed to jump over and bite those pieces.
Yeah, I like leaving in.
Oh, what you did?
I don't know what you told me cut up a cucumber and put tomatoes on it. That's what I did. This is weird.
No.
Holy moly! That just comes shooting out of there, doesn't it?
You're not there. What happened? Let's put your pickles in it.
There you go.
That's
So Jen had us make some lunch, and she gave me directions on how to cut or what to make. She said, cut up a cucumber and tomato, and we're gonna make like put it on some toast, and we're gonna throw some Parmesan cheese on it and all this good stuff. Well, apparently I didn't cut it up exactly right, but we're making it work. So this is what we did. It is a little piece of toast with garlic powder, a few cucumbers, pink oxheart tomato, Parmesan cheese on top, a little cracked pepper, and what was the balsamic? What? Vinaigrette? Huh?
White balsamic.
White balsamic. Balsamic. Or you could use Italian, but it's a nice little fresh lunch treat. Okay, you got to see a nice little lunch that we had with some of our fresh veggies from the garden. And now I'm out here because it is time to harvest some peppers. And I don't know about you all, but it decided to give us some nice fall weather around here. It was absolutely fantastic. I even wore a flannel one evening, and we've been having fires. Well, now here we are, 2 days later, and it's like 100 degrees here in Kentucky, which blows my mind because people are posting pictures of Wyoming, and y'all are like got like a blizzard and snow everywhere. This weather has just been nuts in 2020. And then you got half the West Coast on fire. Y'all know our hearts are out for you all. We have a lot of friends in Montana that are really battling this, which is also super crazy. There hasn't been a whole lot of national media news about what's going on there, but we all know about California and Oregon. Like that's being pretty known, but I just haven't heard much about Montana. So you all know, we know, and we're praying for you all. And then for everyone else that's impacted by everything this weather has caused this year, down in Louisiana with the hurricanes and anyone else that's impacted, the fires, the crazy snow that's happening that's killing gardens. That's not as big of an ordeal, but you could be losing power, so we're watching out for that. But y'all just hold strong. We'll get through this together, and soon it'll be snowing everywhere. Maybe 2020, who knows? It might be hot in December. Okay, enough rambling. We got all kinds of peppers to take. I am staring at so many sugar rush peppers that we got to get out of there. Banana peppers, poblanos, jalapenos, cayennes. All right, let's get them. I would say that's a pretty successful pepper harvest. Let's take them in and show you what all we got. Poblano, sugar rush, jalapeno,
I can't stop.
habanadas.
Those are what I was looking for. I don't even care about anything else.
Habanadas
are the best.
They really are. So a habanada is a heatless habanero. And when you bite into them, first off, they look mean, don't they? When you bite into them, you're like, whoa, I made a mistake. That's going to be super hot.
This guy.
He's one of these.
Better be.
But then you just never get the heat, but you get the flavor of the heat, and it's amazing. And then we got the big yellow monsters. It's actually pretty rare that our peppers even change colors. So that's exciting. All right, these are Sugar Rush, and they're hot. Don't let the name fool you.
Super hot.
It's the hottest pepper we've ever grown.
Yeah.
If I had to scale it from something, so imagine a jalapeno a little intensified, right? When you say like maybe a jalapeno, but it's a little bit more.
Yeah, probably.
It's not like ghost pepper or habanero or anything like that level, but it is hot. But you do get a little kick of sweetness to them if you can get past the hotness. That is hot, Ray Ray. So if you hadn't caught some of our lives, we have packed up our canners, just because we've got to stop preserving and packing up what we have for the move. So a lot of this food we'll give away, and we'll do a lot of refrigerator stuff, like refrigerator salsa that lasts a few months.
Fermented hot sauce.
Fermented hot sauce, yeah, things like that.
Spices. So, jalapenos, habanadas, yellow monsters, and bells, which I'm going to put in the fridge. And we'll eat poblanos, banana peppers, sugar rush peach right here, and then cayenne peppers. So, all the peppers, big pepper harvest.
Big Bo, coming at you. Catch!
No. I'm not.
Catch! Walk around. Hey, got it. Okay, so what are we doing?
Corn on the cob,
Put on the cob,
mac and cheese,
mac and cheese,
roasted poblanos,
roasted poblanos,
steak,
steak, and what's for dessert?
cheesecake jello.
Cheesecake jello. Interesting.
Hey, cheesecake.
You think it's actually gonna taste like cheesecake?
Smells like it.
Smells like it. But will it look like it?
Doesn't look like it.
So we are.
Be it for the milk.
Oh no, that's not gonna be good. Last not gonna be happy about it tomorrow. Just enough.
For those wondering, we usually have our own goat milk, but she is dried up at the moment, so we will not have any more until spring.
That's a bummer.
It is. Which I have a lot frozen for soaps and stuff, but I'm keeping that until we move to the next house and I can make soap again.
So we thought it'd be cool. We haven't done a kitchen video in quite some time on Jen doing whatever kind of recipe she wants to do. And we're kind of rolling on just what we got. We don't want to buy too much excess. Just we're moving in 3 weeks, hopefully.
Yeah.
And so we're not stocking up on things and all the necessities, and we're packing up stuff. So we thought it would be cool just to have you on the kitchen hanging out with us.
Yeah, we're trying to use a lot of our canned goods from the pantry. This meal won't have any of that, but usually every other meal has canned goods that we're trying to eat up and use up so we don't have to pack and take as many.
It will, however, have our corn we grew.
Yes.
Buddy.
And poblanos.
And
In the
poblanos.
garden. The steak is locally sourced, so
Yeah.
that's good.
It's from our local
Mac
butcher,
and cheese is bossed.
but Ray loves it. Is this the cheese?
Yeah, I remember I got it when we were in Gatlinburg when we went on our vacation. And I got the big box because we were feeding extra people, and I thought it would come separately.
It's a huge
We're gonna have
bag. Guess we're gonna make it all.
I guess so. But everybody eats out of a box here and there, so they're all
right.
preaching at us.
Don't go preaching at us.
Errands.
Oh, we actually, if I can like save up some of those fun comments. Have y'all ever watched, what is it, the celebrities read mean tweets?
Yeah.
We thought about doing YouTuber reads mean comments and do some of them. I tell you what, there's some interesting ones that come out there. The problem is they're so like few and far between, and sometimes we try to stay out of the comment section once it starts getting like after a couple days. That's when the fun people come
Yeah.
out. So, I've been screenshotting some. I think it'd be a funny video.
Yeah.
Whenever we can get enough of them to do.
I don't see it. It's there.
What?
It's there.
It ain't there.
Oh my God.
Oh, wait a minute. Found it. It was over here, not where it's supposed to be.
Hey, it's thick enough. They're both set up.
It tastes like cheesecake.
Like that.
That's crazy. I like it. How am I doing the steaks? Am I doing them on the Blackstone or the cast iron? Oh,
This is not my bowl. But it is now.
there's one specific person in our family that'll be like, I know where my bowl is. It's my bowl. Anybody else have that?
Fantastic bowl.
Family members that bring you leftovers, or like if you're having like a party or something, they bring a dish. Everybody leaves their stuff. They always do.
Always.
Well, Jen
I'm not the person to give it back.
we pick and choose on the ones we really like. I would say half of our Tupperwares and different stuff like that are family members or friends. So our steaks are New York strips. We're I can eat literally any steak there is.
Oh. I guess it's butcher box.
Oh yeah, these are butcher box. We had some other ones that were Taylorsville. But anyways, I could eat any steak there is. But for Jen, she likes steak, but not the overly fatty ones. So New York strip is a good choice for that. Because it has good marbleization. And then you get one layer of fat that's on the side. And I cut that off for you.
Yeah. He's the steak cooker. I don't cook steak.
Yeah, you do the veggies. So if you've never roasted poblanos, they're so good. It's one of those things, like I feel like you watch like the food shows and stuff, and like they're like roasting poblanos on their gas range, and they're doing it on the top, which hopefully we will be able to in our new gas range. But then you peel off that char, and then you have a nice, delicious poblano. Well, we had never done that till this year specifically, and it really is up to the hype. It is so good.
It's really, really good.
So all you do is you just take your poblanos, you do nothing with them. You just put them on a pan, cookie sheet, put your oven on broil if you don't have a gas range, and let it broil until it chars. So you'll char it on one side, it'll be black, which we'll show you. Flip it over, let it char the other side black, and then you just peel off the skin, and you got a fantastic pepper. So I always preach a lot about things that we try new things and what will stay in our garden, what won't. Some of the things that absolutely 100% will is this habanada, and it is so good. I know we just mentioned it, but until you've tried it, there's no way to explain it. It's immediate. You get sweetness. It's like a slight sweetness. And then you're like, uh-oh, what have I just done? That is so hot. And if you've ever had habaneros, you know what I'm talking about, or if you've ever heard the horror stories of how hot a habanero can be, you get that initial heat, but then it's just not there. Like you're not on fire, there's no burn, and they are fantastic. We have saved so many of these seeds just because we love them so much. We want to make sure that we always have them. But if you haven't grown them, do it, and do it next year, because it is by far the best pepper that Jen and I have ever grown. We love them. When you get in the seeds though, you do get like a little bit of heat. You think it's like hot, but it's like strangely not. My bad, I'm in the way. This is how you use up your pantry. What she's about to tell you right now.
This is getting creative. So, I'm making the cheesecake pudding, and I thought I had graham crackers in the pantry, but it turns out apparently the children have eaten them all. So I have a graham cracker pie crust that I've had for a while, and I haven't used it. So I'm actually gonna try to crumble it over top of the cheesecake jello and see what happens. Okay.
There you go, crumbly crumble. She keeps covering the pie crust up over it and that you can't see it. There you go.
How much?
Just a little.
Is it good?
Yeah. We can also apply at serving too.
Right.
Yeah. So leave it. We've got to try it. There you go. Give me that.
good.
That's good. Let me try it.
I like a crunch because I'm not a huge fan of.
Right. That's what we do. I think
Soft
it's
things.
part of the reason we don't like yogurt so much.
Yeah.
And we've tried like granola and everything in it, just can't do it.
Yeah.
My goodness, that's good.
Good.
You know what that tastes like?
What?
Those cheesecakes you get in like the cupcakes, and they have like that
Chuddies, the face.
Yeah.
You're
I
welcome.
wasn't thinking about China buffet, but I was thinking, you've made them before, I think.
No.
No? My other girlfriend? No, it's not.
Eat them at the China buffet.
No.
Yeah.
I know we do, but we've had them somewhere else. Was it Sedale? Somebody did. It was in a little cupcake container. And on the bottom has a little bit of crust, and then it's cheesecake on top. Remember that? No? That's what it tastes like. It's a little sweeter though.
Okay.
Oh, corn time. Corn time. Okay, we'll get off China buffet. Tell them what you're doing.
Okay, so there's only one right way in this world to make corn on the cob. My mom taught me this trick. You bring your water to a full boil, you throw the corn in, and you boil it for 10 minutes. That's it. Turn it off. Done. You can leave it sit in the pan after you turn the heat off, but turn it off for 10 minutes. It's perfect. It's tender, but it's not too tender. You gotta try it.
I thought you were rolling the peppers. Where are the peppers?
Oh, right there.
What is happening right now? Here, you putting this back in the fridge? Lordy day. Leaving things laying around. I can't get that close. I'm going to spilling it all. I'm over here thinking you got the poblanos going and all that stuff. You got the roll on. Yeah. It's getting hot.
Take it back. I hate this bowl.
Hate the bowl. There's several ways to cook steak, but there's only one real good way to cook it if you're not cooking on charcoal. Charcoal is definitely number one. Other than that, it's got to be in a cast iron. You ain't gonna get it right. Because when you have nice thick steaks like this, we are a medium style family. We like them medium. You want a good hot cast iron skillet to get the nice sear. Then you pop that bad boy right in the oven, let it finish to the temperature you want, but you're literally like just a couple seconds. That was an exaggeration. Creep on in here. You're like maybe a minute on each side, just get a nice sear, then you pop that bad boy in the oven and finish it off to get it to the exact temperature that you want. What are you doing?
I need to be done.
My bad, I'm done. All right, let's cook steaks.
So usually I'll marinate them in a baggie with some Italian dressing, preferably Olive Garden
I
Italian
know,
dressing.
it sounds crazy.
It
I
sounds
was
crazy.
so against it.
We weren't believers of it until recently, thanks to his mom and his cousin. She did it for us and we tried it and it was the best steak ever. But I was out of Italian, so they're just plain, not marinated. But
I did use a
if
little
you've
barbecue.
never tried it, try it. Put them in a baggie, fill it up with the Italian dressing. Olive Garden is the best. And then stick it in the fridge for 24 hours. At least 12, but 24 is the best. And then cook them. It's so good.
It is really good. And from a just salt and pepper steak guy,
Yeah.
it was really good. I had to admit. Hey, sweat. It's getting hot in here. All right, so this is what your poblanos look like once they've been seared. You just flip them over, pop them back in for a minute, and get the other side. And now it is time to put the steaks on. Really warming it up in this place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poblano time. So you can see how the skin is basically just, you can almost just pull it off there. Oh, almost lost her. You want to get that off. Look at that. And it comes off real easy. They act like our smoke that we're causing is
Oh my gosh.
choking. Little dramatics. Y'all keep playing around and you are gonna get yourself choked. Oh, we're not playing.
Smoke.
Stop, drop, and roll, baby.
Stop, drop, and roll. Thank you, Ray Ray. Hannah, they see you, baby. Thank you. Stop trapping her up. All right, so I've got them cut up into smaller pieces, and I'm just gonna apply them on top of the steak, and let them just stay warm, and we'll eat them on the top, just kind of like you would have steak and onions. They're stop, drop, and rolling right now. They're being super dramatic. How we looking, babe?
Waiting on corn. Yeah.
Waiting on the cron. Is that the cron?
Yeah.
Cron alarm. Your food's ready up here. Come on. Heel toe. Hungry. Ready to eat. So eat your other sides first because that corn's really hot, okay?
Yep. Right.
It's got a yellow monster.
Yellow.
It's a green bell pepper just like you always eat, only it has a little yellow tint on it.
You just haven't noticed.
Right.
I've been eating yellow.
Because it's green.
Why are you hating on yellow?
Because
The corn's yellow.
There's corn yellow and then that.
Look, Raylan has all yellow.
Yellow.
Hello.
Yellow.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, hello.
Alright, eat your food now. Okay, once your steaks are done, double oven mitt this time. What?
Or those under our plates.
Oh, okay. Once your steaks are done, take them out, set them on a cutting board, and you want to cover them for at least 5 minutes. Preferably,
I ain't doing 5 minutes.
you got to, or it's going to be dry. You got to let the juices soak back into it, babe. But yeah, if you cut it too much, you'll have a bunch of liquid all over your cutting board. Makes for a dry steak. So you need to let them rest so the juices will soak back into the steak. Okay, Jen made me rush because she's hungry. So that's on Jen. But let's cut her up. So nice and tender. And no, I'm not using gloves or anything. It's our steaks. We know where our hands are.
Everywhere. Hands are everywhere.
Yeah, buddy. Okay, in the last clip, you got to see us cooking dinner. We were having a great day, but you are looking at two just completely emotionally exhausted people. Today was, first day back from Labor Day. Things get opened back up. Things are happening and going. And buying a house is just stressful.
Might be one of the worst decisions we've ever made.
It's not no,
That's what it feels like.
not a worse decision. It's just a really hard event. There's always things that continuously pop up. It's like every time our phone rings, the fear in our bottom of our gut is like, what now? What now has came up? What now is the issue that we have to now work through?
At the beginning of the process, you want the phone to ring and you want to hear things or answers or good news, and then when you get the middle towards the end, you just pray that it doesn't ring.
Right, because at this point, it's like no news is good news.
Yeah.
Because things are just working, and I mean we are just tired. Our live yesterday was so much fun. And we talked about how we were ready to take on the next week. Well, we're one day in and we're over it. Like, can we skip ahead?
Go back to the woods.
Right. Let's
Turn my phone off.
skip ahead to the weekend and not take on the rest of the week. I don't know, y'all. It's just stressful. That's what it boils down to. We're doing everything we can. We're trucking along, but we would be lying if we said we weren't just emotionally tired right now. We still have 3 weeks till closing, so we're really hoping things start looking on the brighter side of the phone to where we are looking forward to phone calls. We have not been good when it comes to just everything.
I mean, we're good at waiting. We're good at patience. It's just leave us alone.
Right. No, that's kind of what I meant. Family that's called, friends that have texted, this and that. We can feel like we are not doing good when it comes to talking to everyone that we normally do and responding to everyone. It's just we are so tired of being on the phone that we are not talking to the people that we do love. And so if you are watching, we apologize. We are trying.
Explaining.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. It's having to explain what
Don't
has
wanna
happened
talk
now.
about it. We just want it to get done behind the scenes. Like, y'all figure it out.
Yeah.
Y'all work it out. Don't even tell us until it's done because I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, and major shout out to our realtor Kyle, who has been absolutely amazing. We have talked about him before. He does have our back, and he is working a lot behind the scenes.
Harder than he should.
Yeah, I actually told him, I said, you know, you're working harder for us than most people would ever think of doing. And he said that's why we got the reputation, because that's what he does. So thank you, Kyle, if you ever watch our videos. But it's just draining, and it's scary, because if, say, the worst case scenario, it fell through, we don't have a place to stay because their current place for living is sold, and
Right.
we've got to get out of here. So we're leaving it in God's hands, but you know, even God allows us to get emotionally exhausted and let us pull ourselves back out of it, and that's right now where we are.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and tell you, we're going to shut this camera off, and we're going to watch TV, because it helps distract us.
Yeah.
It's the end of the day, and there's just no more that we can take in on this Tuesday. You're seeing it on Wednesday. And I'm not even going to edit this bad boy until in the morning. I'm going to tell myself now I'm going to wake up early and edit it. Probably going to regret that then, but right now it's what's going to happen. No, we love you all. Thank you all for watching. I promise at some point we're going to get back to like normal videos, but
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, it's probably not going to be till 3 weeks, whenever it's decided on what in the world's happening here. But keep praying. We love you all. Oh, we haven't done it so well, so people were asking. Yes, the PayPal pool is open. We'll probably shut it down in like 5 days or so,
Yeah.
because it's got to come out there. There's been 2,300 raised. Thank you all so much. You're just incredibly too kind for doing that. We may need every absolute penny because of the situation that we're kind of being faced with. So yeah, thank you all. A lot of people wanted the update, so it is still active, but we'll shut it down. We'll go ahead and say 5 days from now, we'll shut it down. So thank you all again for that. And continue to pray, because we need every one of those, and God's sense of humor can lit up at any point now.
Sorry.
Hi, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to down below. Yeah, whatever.
We love you.
Until the next one.
Bye.
Bye.